So guys, I'm back. I just found something new that I wanted to share. It's a quote from the book I'm actually reading, Derren Brown's book, Happy. Here it is, and it's a big book by the way. I've got markings and stuff on it, but yeah, I just really wanted to share this quote. It's a quote that Derren Brown quoted from another philosopher, and his name is Schopenhauer. I think it's German, and it's such a good quote, and I just had to share it. I will do a review, like I said, of this book, but the quote, I just had to share it because it's such a good quote. It's so relatable, and these are the things that it just bypasses our system. So anyway, I'll just stop. So Schopenhauer also uses the game of chess to give us another image of how goal setting might be unrealistic. When playing chess, we start out with a plan, but our plan is affected by the inclinations of the other player. Our plan must modify itself constantly to the point that as we carry it out, several of its fundamental features are unrecognizable. To stick blindly to the same goals would be to deny that the second player does not exist or was not at the board. That's really interesting, because if you relate that to real life, and what I believe what he's saying is, most of us out there, right, we have a plan and we usually stick to it. I'm not saying to change the whole plan, and I don't think he's saying to change the whole plan anyway. What he's saying is, look, we have a plan, and what we do is we just stick to it regardless of changes. And we're living in a world right now that change is happening so rapidly. Honestly, I think never has there been a time where change has happened so rapidly. So to stick to the same plan and not be able to change it or tweak it or move it around, we gotta learn to adapt. And that's the main thing. Living in the modern day, we have to. That quote just completely has to apply to what we're doing. It just has to be a fundamental feature of goal setting. Like, we have to be able to change and manipulate our goals to actually succeed in what we want to do and achieve our goals. I believe that quote is really good, because we've got to be that smart chess player. Because if we just, that's our goal and we're not going to change it, it doesn't apply to chess only. It could be anything, like football, any sort of sports. Like, if you just go with a plan and that's your plan, regardless of what the opposition are doing, if you can't change it and you're going to go and play regardless of how the other team is playing, you're going to just keep doing what you do. Obviously, that's not being smart. Going back to Schopenhauer's example of chess, if you're just playing chess and you have a goal, and no matter what the other player does, you're going to just put your, pawns down, all your moves and stuff. Yeah, fair enough, you got a plan, but you're not changing your plan regardless of what the other player is doing. The other player is going to realise what you're doing. The other player would obviously have an advantage, so that's not really being a smart chess player. The same way we can relate that to life, because life is like a very long, hard game, and we have to take this quote into account. I feel like it's a really good quote. I just had to share it. Like I said, I'm going to share new things that I find. Sorry, my room is absolutely in a state. The reason why it's taking me so long to finish this book is because, this book is massive. Look, it is massive. I'm not even that done yet, but I will get through it. But I've also got exams coming up for my masters, so yeah. And here's like my books. That side, it's got mainly fiction. So those are my books. I should start reviewing books. I really think I should. Here's some of my non-fiction books. So these are all science. This is like my undergrad, my A-levels and stuff like that. And here's Damon, that's a really good book. But yeah, look, My Voice Will Go Through You, Amazing Memory. Oh, this is a really good book as well. Derren Brown, I'm actually kind of a big fan of Derren Brown. This is a really good book, Thinking Fast and Slow. And yeah, I'll start on these again. Oh, Bill Bryson, really good book. Anyway, like I said, learn something new every day and find your purpose.
Never gonna give you up, I'm never gonna let you go.